Hi, I'm Kurt Vincent, General Manager and Editor of the Bladen Journal. Welcome to the Saturday Show. My guest today is Vickie Smith. She's with the Bladen County Department of Social Services. Vickie, thank you for joining us. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, Kurt.
Vickie, you guys have a lot of responsibilities up there at the Department of Social Services. Could you tell us what the responsibilities and your role is there?
Kurt, I'm the Social Work Program Manager of Department of Social Services. My position, I supervise all of the social workers ranging from the Work First, which is the old AFDC program, adult services, child protective services. We do have a social worker at the Crisis Center over on Moorhead Street. I also supervise her. My position is to assure that we're meeting all of the mandates of all of the programs. And of course, this time of the year, one of my additional responsibilities is the Empty Stocking Fund Assistant Bladen Journal.
Right.
We take those applications at our agency for 2 weeks. We are ending that process on the 15th of November. We take those daily from 8:30 to 5. And while we're taking those applications daily, we are screening those to assure that the information that is on the application is correct. On the application, what it looks like is the demographics of the family, the name, the amount of the income coming into the family, any assistance that they receive through the agency, any type of benefits, food stamps, Medicaid, Work First, any type of disability.
Right.
And then at the bottom, we also ask what has created their crisis. Why do they need this assistance at Christmas?
Now, I know that going back to some of the other responsibilities that you have there, you were talking beforehand that your responsibility with the Department of Social Services is to basically get people off the system.
Correct. That is something across the state. We are trying to get folks back on track, that our agency is not to be a lifelong experience, but to help to make referrals out to the community or to other programs, just like with Work First. We have an area of that which is the employment piece, helping to train people, give them those skills that they need for employment. We help them with interviewing skills, how to dress appropriately, so that when they do go out to those interviews, they're going to be the shining stars.
Right.
For those applicants.
Now, back to the Empty Stocking Fund. People, we have publicized it for the last week or two, but people may be surprised a little bit that we are basically in the Christmas season. It's here. So a lot of things are going on.
It is. First of all, the end of October, right before Halloween, we start gearing up for Christmas. We start looking at families that are within the agency, our clients, trying to go ahead and decipher, who is going to need that assistance.
Right.
What we are doing with the applications, like I said, we are screening those right now. After we go through those applications and we make the determination of the ones that will receive from the Empty Stocking Fund through the Bladen Journal, we go through those, and we can also help additional families through donations that we're receiving from the community.
Right.
Last year, through the Bladen Journal and through our agency, through community donations, we assisted roughly 200 children.
Mm-hmm.
That is a huge amount,
Right.
to assist. So, if folks aren't contacted by the Bladen Journal, there is still some hope. However, we receive a huge amount of applications,
Right.
and everybody does have the same crisis. We do have a lot of unemployed right now, and we try to make the bucks go as far as we can.
Right.
And when you have so many people that do have the same crisis, it's hard to help everyone.
Right.
It's a tough decision to make.
Let folks know about how many applications you get, because it's probably surprising.
Gosh, Kurt, that is one thing I have not done, is counted how many applications. I would roughly say last year we probably received between 800 to 1,000 applications.
Right.
And then when you only have $8,000, and that's about, what, $50 per child?
Average.
And,
right.
and the limit, the maximum that you can receive is $150 per family?
Something like that, yes, depending on the number of children
Right.
In the family.
So, and we're seeing families that have 7, 8 children.
Right.
And we know from foster care, when we're taking children into custody, we're not able to receive clothing for them. When you're looking that children are needing socks and underwear, $100 is gone in a heartbeat.
That's right. Well, we certainly appreciate the partnership we have with DSS in this effort that we've done for years now. And like you said, last year we were able to raise just over $8,000, which we were very happy to get. And our goal now is to get $85,000 or $9,000 this year to be able to help even more children. We'd love to help 250 children or more just from the Empty Stocking Fund. And we've got our fingers crossed that we can do that even in these tough economic times.
And I'm sure that we can, Kurt. Working with the Department of Social Services, we are able to see those needs in the community. Plus, we're able to see how given Bladen County is.
Right.
I think we're fortunate with our small rural community. When they know that there is a need, Bladen County will pull together to meet those needs.
And we've seen that time and time
We
again
sure
over the
have.
years. Now, Vickie, let's go over the dates again for the applications and for the donations. On your end, obviously, is the applications, and tell us exactly when you'll be accepting them through, and if people have any questions, can they call you?
They certainly can. My schedule the next week is going to be very slim, but we are accepting applications through the 15th. They're at the Department of Social Services, 208 East McKay Street, 8:30 to 5 o'clock. It's very simple. Just come in, ask the receptionist for the application, fill it out, turn it back into her, and then we receive them daily to do the screening.
And then you will turn those.
We will turn those in shortly after the 2nd, I think is when
Right.
your deadline is.
December 3rd, actually,
December 3rd.
is our last day.
And I should have all the screening processes ready,
Right.
finished, completed.
Now, I want to emphasize December 3rd is our last day for collecting for Empty Stocking Fund. However, that doesn't mean we won't still take some money. And if there are still some children who need some help, we will certainly make every effort to do that, just like we did last year. So December 3rd is our, technically our official final day, but checks and money donations can come in after that, and they will certainly go to a good cause to help make children's Christmases a little bit merrier. Anything else that you want to add, Vickie?
Well, I would just like to thank the county, because I know in the past years how abundant we have been with Christmas. We have several churches, several civic organizations, several of the pageants, they assist us, and those calls are coming in right now saying, we want to help, we want to help. So we just want to thank Bladen County for what they do for us.
Well, this is the giving season, and we certainly encourage all of you to try and help this worthy cause. If it's not the Empty Stocking Fund, then possibly one other effort that's being made in the county, and there are many. That's it for the Saturday show. I certainly appreciate y'all joining us. Y'all have a good week.